Well, hello, guys. Well, ladies, aunties, uncles, and whoever else may watch, cousins. I'm here with baby Breezy, and I'm trying to get in the habit of introducing the babies and not assuming that everybody knows who they are. This is my baby from Stephanie Ortiz from In Love with Reborn's 2011, and this is little Breezy. And remove his hand. And if you don't recognize that little face, it is the baby. It's Baby Serenity sculpt by Laura Lee Eagles, which is a sold out edition. And he is my latest and greatest. No, he is my latest edition, and he he is my little celebrity baby. So I thought I would come and feed him, and I wanted to just chat about, first of all, I'm excited next week to hopefully try to, follow schedule and see if I can do that. Making videos, of course, can be a little time consuming, but not too bad. You just have to find the time to sit still and do it. The most hardest ones for me is the role play ones, because I have to try to get in the mood to be silly, or to do it. Well, I'm always silly, but anyway, so, and down there you guys may see Braden. That's little Braden. He's my preemie baby, and I got some comments asking, did I sell all of my black babies for white babies? And I got that like several times on a lot of my videos here in the last few days. And so I wanted to address that, and along with some other stuff. I did not sell all of my black babies. Of course, I still have quite a bit of ethnic babies in my collection. I also have Caucasian babies and biracial babies. Little Breezy is really on the light side, but he is kind of in between a little bit. He's in between. He's actually kind of biracial, and I say that because a lot of ethnic babies are born very light, and especially if they're going to grow up and be light skinned, they tend to be even more lighter, and that's how my babies were. So it's not, I know I heard some people say, well, they can't bond with babies if they don't look like them. And that's how we were taught as kids, well, not taught as kids, but you kind of grew up liking dolls that you were familiar with, that you were similar to, like, your mom would probably buy you, black dolls if you were black. If you were Caucasian, they probably bought you Caucasian dolls. Or if you were Hispanic, they tried to buy some, if there was any, very few that were Hispanic dolls or whatever. And then you would also end up getting whatever is on the shelf. I grew up, I had all kinds of dolls. And I also had, like, my strawberry shortcake was Caucasian with red hair. I also had, well, my little cousin had a doll, Buddy, and it was the My Little Buddy doll, and he was Caucasian. Like, we had different, and I had Patricia, and anyway, I named my babies, and I can remember some of the names to this day. I had like about 30 dolls when I was a kid, and even growing up, even teenage, I was still buying dolls. When I could buy dolls on my own, I was buying dolls. So I like all different races. I like all colors. And my goal is to one day get an Asian baby, or maybe something like look more Puerto Rican, or something different than just Caucasian and African American, because I like a diverse collection. So anyway, I just thought I would explain that, and it kind of goes into what I was going to talk about. Oh guys, he's floppy. See, I'm floppy to hold the head, to hold this big old head. He came weighted really good. I did tweak him just a little, I have to say. I did tweak him just a little, but I didn't use I didn't have to add any weight to him at all. I just took some of his weight from his tummy and put more in his head, so his head would be a little bit more floppy. So he has a huge head. So that's why I really encourage people to learn how to weight their babies, because weighting babies are so, people like different things. People really like different things. You really, if you're a collector that's going to collect lots of babies from different artists, you really need to learn how to weight your babies yourself. I was told that when I first came in. I was like, no way, I'm not taking those babies apart, and then I might not be able to get it back together. But eventually, I learned how to take them apart. And the way I learned is I watched somebody's video, and I learned because the one baby I had, it was overstuffed. The clothes wasn't fitting on it right, and I could not bond with that doll. Could not connect with it. I was just like, oh gosh, this doll's gonna have to go. Like, it was just irritating, but it was so cute. And so one day I said, you know what? Bump it. I'm going to figure this out. I watched the tape over and over again. I played it while I was snapping off the what do you call the ties? The cable ties. I was snapping off those ties, and voila. With him, only thing I took off was I snapped his head off. I know that sounds horrible, but that was the only thing I took off. And then I did some little rearranging, and but he was really weighted good. And actually, I could have left him like he was, but it was just like little. I just wanted a little bit more weight in his head, so I took one of the packets. Stephanie and them, they have cute little tied in little cute knots and stuff, packets of the glass beads, and I took the glass beads and I put it in the head, and that's what I did. And I love the way he feels. I love the way she weighted his boom boom. His little, let me burp him. I have to burp him every so many ounces. She weighted his little, I'm turning this way so you guys can see his little boom. He has a birthmark right there, and his birthmark is so realistic that you can actually feel it. Ooh, I don't want to smother you though, but I don't want you to throw up on mommy. But I love the way Stephanie weighted his little butt. Sticks out, so cute. And I normally weight my babies, but I've never weighted the booty so perfect like that. It really looks like a baby butt. So she did a really good job on that. But yeah, I really like him. I love his coloring. I'm a Stephanie fan. So am I a fan of a lot of other artists. But anyway, I'm into 9 minutes. So I was going to talk about, and I guess I better make it really quick. I was going to talk about buying and selling, and the reason why I've bought so many babies and sold so many babies. Well, when I first started out, I didn't know what I was really looking at. I didn't know what I really liked. I didn't know what I really wanted. At first, I started buying because if it halfway looked decent on camera and the price was really cheap, I bought it off of eBay. I get it here and it's like, you know, it's okay, you know, but just not quite what I was looking for. So I'll buy the next thing and then the next thing. And I just kept buying. And sometime, like, you know, it'll be in 1 month and I've, you know, in 2 months I've bought 5 babies or, you know, or something. And I just wasted, well, not wasted, but I spent a lot of money on babies that just wasn't for me. Some of them were nice babies. Some of them I just didn't care for at all. But I would sell them eventually. I learned to sell them so that I can move on to the next thing. So, and then it got to a point where now I kind of know what I like, and then, but it's always forever changing. Like as the sculpts change and different things come out, things that I like, you know, it changes too. Like for instance, I felt like I had at one point a really great collection, but then I began to sell off certain babies because I didn't want all the same size babies. I didn't want tons of sleeping newborns or tons of you know, all 0 to 3 month awake babies, or all, you know, black babies or all white babies. I wanted a mix, so I kind of got there, and I kind of think I've gotten there a little bit, and that's why I had decided with Yaya to go with a toddler, and that's my very first toddler. So I don't even know if I'll bond with a toddler, but I'll talk about bonding later because I know a lot of people that's new to the community and or just come across the channel like, why is they saying they're bonding with dolls? But it's a connection. It's a, when we say bond, it means something that you like, something that you connect with. Like for me, they have to remind me of a baby that one of my babies that I've had, and I got 4 kids, and or one of my cousins or somebody or something there. They have to look like they're real. If they don't look as realistic to me, I can't, I don't want it. And don't get me wrong, I like other dolls. Like I still like the Baby Alives and all that and stuff. But when I'm collecting these type dolls and the type of prices that they are, I don't want to collect a baby that looks like a baby alive. I want to collect a baby that looks like a baby, a doll that looks like a baby. I want to be able to take it out. That is my thing. I need to be able to take it out, and people have to second guess, okay, is that a real baby or a doll? Real baby or a doll? Or just think that automatically it's a baby. Those are the type of babies that I want in my collection, that I keep in my collection. But sometimes I sell perfectly good babies that I'm in love with and like because I'm trying to get the next best thing. And I'm actually trying to slow down on that because that gets to be too much and it becomes stressful, because the buying process and the selling process is very stressful. That's why I can commend a lot of artists. I don't see how they do it day in and day out, sell. But sometimes it's easy and painless, you know, selling, and sometimes it's not. So I commend artists with that. But that is why I buy and sell sometimes, is to get to the next thing. Or if something come up financially that I want to do and it's a baby that I don't mind letting go, I would let go, because at the end of the day, as much as we love them and everything, they're still dolls and it's a collectible item. And then I'm gonna do the tag that Josephine Silicone Baby, I think that's the name, did a tag, and I think it was from Erica's Reborn tag. But I gotta stop this now.